The story behind the spoon?
Yeah.
Right? So Blake and Sandy, they were selling out of products so fast that they would just spoon feed the product and put it into the jars that they had to be able to sell the product to people because people wanted it so fast, so quickly. In 1984, we began with this philosophy of using all the good and none of the bad. Okay? So in other words, we're using all of the best ingredients and none of the worst ingredients in skincare and later on in nutritionals, right? Moving on to 1996, what happened? Trick question. Pharmanex started in 1994, but the 6S quality process that really launched Pharmanex into a high-quality brand began in 1996. And today, if we have a little time, I'll tell you a little bit more about the 6S quality process, okay? 1996, what happened? Pharmanex took off, okay? Even though it began, in fact, do you know the history behind Pharmanex and how it started with Joe Chang? A little bit? Okay, so I'll just tell you the short story. So Joe Chang and Michael Chang, they started the company Pharmanex in 1994 with this idea of using high-quality nutritional supplements, doing clinical studies, and effective ingredients that are absorbed in the body and provide great benefits. In 1998, Pharmanex was found in over 30,000 stores, and it was a profitable company. And at the time, there were companies looking to acquire Pharmanex, one of them being Nu Skin. And so Joe Chang and his team fly out to Nu Skin, to Utah. They talk with our founders and our leadership. And long story short, Nu Skin acquires Pharmanex. And Truman and the team decided that they would take away all the products in these brick and mortar stores. And the reason for that is they didn't want to have all these stores with products on shelves compete with our sales leaders selling products to their friends and their neighbors and their family. Joe Chang at the time thought that the leaders at Nu Skin were crazy. Because this business was successful, it was profitable. And they said, let's go away from this. And the way Joe Chang tells the story is that within about 10 months to a year, the growth of the company took off, and it was about 10 times increase in sales after a year of doing this Nu Skin business model. And so Joe Chang learned very quickly that Truman and the leaders at Nu Skin knew what they were doing, what they were talking about. But yeah, in 1996 they launched these incredible products, T-Green. In fact, we sell T-Green in Europe, don't we?
Yes.
It's a slightly different version to meet the regulatory requirements in Europe, but it's an incredible product. In fact, do you know that the majority of our green tea leaves are actually hand-picked? Isn't that cool? Most green tea in the marketplace, they come in these big fields. What they do is they actually mow them up. So they have these big tractors that just mow up or just grab up all of the green tea and along with everything that comes with it, and they put it inside of a capsule and they sell it, right? Oftentimes, these green tea products in the marketplace, they're not standardized to the active polyphenols or catechins, these active ingredients in green tea. And so that's why I always tell people the difference is in the details with Pharmanex, right? If we were to put T-Green right next to 100 of other green tea supplements in the marketplace, how do you know which one's the best, right? It's hard to know. But I just tell people you have to trust the quality and the active ingredients and that we standardize to those in our products so you know what you're getting every single batch. Yeah, we pick only the finest green tea leaves in the entire world for our T-Green product. Next spot, the scanner. Do we have the scanner in Europe?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Do you know that there is a new app that's coming out with the scanner? It's coming. This is one of those secrets of things that we're working on. So right now, this is the older version of the scanner. It took a long time to warm up. It was a 3-minute scan. Right now with the S3, it's 30 seconds to do a scan. And you pair it with an iPad, right? Can you imagine the scanner not needing an iPad and connecting directly with your iPhone? That's coming. So no more sync issues. Think about having a party where you invite people over and they all get scanned. You'll be able to see a live scanner comparison of the people in the group.
Whoa.
Right on your phone. Or if you want to see different demographics throughout the world, let's say you want to see how does my score compare with LifePak users around the world? You click a button and you'll be able to see that. Yeah. Or how does it compare with people who have a certain weight or a certain lifestyle? Or how does it compare with people who consume 2 to 3 servings of fruits and veggies compared to 5 to 6? You'll be able to access all that data and have this comparative information in your hands. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that. But it's coming. It just shows you the evolution of innovation at Nu Skin. We don't stop with... Can you imagine if we stopped with the S1 version of the scanner? Oh, did you have the S1 version?
Yeah.
Yeah. Took forever to heat up and it was super heavy to carry.
And chewing gum.
What?
And chewing gum on the... We put this...
Oh yeah, we had the putty. The putty to calibrate. Oh my goodness. We've come a long ways. But you know what? This was the first device ever in the marketplace that could actually measure if your supplements are being absorbed, if they're doing anything. Right? We were the first company to do that. In fact, we were the first company to do a double-blind clinical study on a product called LifePak that showed antioxidant and cardiovascular benefits. We were the first. We have a lot of firsts. Anyway, I need to keep going. 2007, we launched the second version of the Galvanic Spa. You guys know about the Galvanic Spa, right?
We're born in this room.
Good. Well, I do trainings for people around the world, and they come from all around the world, and sometimes people only know that we sell toothpaste. We sell a lot more than toothpaste. The Galvanic Spa is another great example of innovation. The first version of this actually started back in 2001. And I don't know if I should tell you, but there were discussions about discontinuing the Galvanic Spa because sales were not very good. Do you know that? Yeah. Because you guys know that Europe invented this half-face demo.
No, it was only that was over there with John Sexton. Over there.
Thank you. Yeah. Who came up with this idea that, hey, if we can just demo half the face and see that, look, it looks better in one treatment, then we can sell a lot more of it, right? So, thank you. The Galvanic Spa has been one of our top-selling products for the last probably 10 years in a row. In fact, globally, some of our top-selling products right now is Galvanic Spa. What else do you think? Lumi Spa.
LifePak.
Not yet. LifePak, TR90, and Youth. It changes based on the year, but right now. Okay, yeah, transformation. It's another good example of innovation that I won't talk about right now. R squared, we sell R squared in Europe.
Yeah.
Isn't it fantastic? Yeah, this. So the idea behind R squared is that people get tired as they get older, right? And detoxification slows down as we get older. But gene expression can actually control and impact these processes, okay? And when I talk about gene expression, and I have some slides that will help me, I'm not talking about gene mutation. Very, very different things, okay? Gene expression is not transforming into Wolverine or Cyclops or changing your genes, right? Gene expression is a normal, natural thing that happens in every one of your cells every single day of your life, okay? Based on how you breathe and what you eat and your stress and your health, it's all impacting gene expression, okay? What's so incredible about ageLOC is that really for the first time, we can actually measure the difference between young and old gene expression, and then we can test the best nutrients in anti-aging and select the ones that have the most promising benefits in reversing or resetting gene expression to a more youthful state in the body. Okay? Youth, I'll talk about that later. And then LumiSpa, I'll talk about that later. Okay. Yeah, Joe Chang. Have you ever met Joe Chang?
Yeah.
Yeah? And Mark Bartlett?
Yeah.
And Helen X?
No.
If you ever talk to Mark Bartlett, say good things about me. He's my boss. He's in charge of how much money I make. So, but it's not just them, right? They make these high-level decisions of what we do and where we're going, but a lot of the real work behind the scenes with our scientific team happen with, the 75 plus scientists that we have, right? On the ground level that are, doing the work and finding the raw ingredients and testing the raw ingredients in our clinical lab. If you haven't taken a lab or a tour of our lab, I highly recommend it, okay? We also have an incredible scientific advisory board. I could go through each one of them and why they're great, but maybe what I'll say is, unlike other companies that I've heard about, we have an active scientific advisory board. So we work with them on a regular basis. At minimum, we have a complete SAB meeting with the whole group every year, where we'll pitch, our ideas and what we're looking at in the future, and they'll bring their insights from their expertise, which they've been studying for, 30 plus years, their entire career.